Ethiopian Prime Minister has released a message from the Ethiopian Air Force headquarters. What did the Prime Minister say? He talked about war. Does Ethiopia want war? What did he say? Why is he visiting these factories where weapons are being manufactured? Is he flexing military muscles? Secondly, viewers, an Ethiopian minister talked to a news outlet about sea access issue. The minister claimed that a lot has changed in the last few months about sea access case being pressed by the Ethiopian government. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. Good to be with you. Those of you who are appreciating my work regarding the subtitles which I'm adding, thank you for that. Yes, I have to work now 4 to 5 hours more than I was working. But now each and every video being uploaded here has Amharic, Tigrinya, Afan, Oromo, Arabic, Somali, Hebrew, and Afar subtitles. And I am happy to hear that the accuracy of these subtitles is being appreciated by viewers. Still, if you find any errors, do contact me, do help me improve it. I remember that during Tigray war, one Afar journalist contacted me one day. It was 2021, I think. He said, Sajid, these Afar people don't know English. And some of them come to us. We're journalists. They say, please translate Sajid's videos. He's covering the war. Yes, people who don't know English, they want to know what is being said on My Vision News. That is why I am putting in extra effort for these people. Now back to the main news stories. Firstly, an Ethiopian minister talked about sea access. It seems now on daily basis, these Ethiopian ministers, generals, PP leaders are talking about access to the Red Sea. If it's only talk, it's not alarming, but the talk will definitely be backed by action too. This is the problem. All their talk is directed at Eritrea. Eritrea refusing to talk to Ethiopia. That is why we are worried that another war could be in the making. Eyob Tekalin is the name of the Ethiopian minister, state minister for finance. Eyob talked about sea access in an interview. He said that the shame of discussing the tale of two waters has ended. What does it mean? He meant that in the past, it wasn't allowed to talk about sea access, but now Ethiopians are allowed. Ethiopian government is officially, publicly talking about its sea access. Its right to gain access to the sea. Second part of his talk is very interesting. He said, we are ready and we are working very aggressively. Very aggressively. We are ready to stand against anyone who opposes our right of sea access, which is our national interest. So Ethiopia is working aggressively. It means it's not just an empty bravado which Ethiopian PP leaders are propagating. Ethiopia is working aggressively. All options being considered: military option, political option, negotiations, diplomacy, filing of legal case, etc., etc. And all these Ethiopian ministers, generals, they have been tasked with keeping this issue alive to pressurize Eritrea into giving some concessions to the Ethiopian government about sea access issue. Second, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia released a message today from Ethiopian Air Force headquarters. Why is the Prime Minister visiting defense factories, meeting with channels these days? 3 events in the last 3 days showing PM Abiy's engagements with the military. Firstly, he visited Aero Abe 48 hours ago. He visited Aero Abe, which is a drone manufacturing factory in Ethiopia. Some say it's a drone assembling factory, but FPV modern drones are being manufactured there in large number. And these drones can easily be fitted with ammunition. They can be used as suicide drones. They can be used for reconnaissance purpose. It's a military project, not a civilian project. He went there, I think, on Thursday. What happened on Friday? On Friday, the Prime Minister chaired a high-level meeting of ENDF officers. Jula was there, Field Marshal. Yilma Merdasa was there, Chief of Ethiopian Air Force. Merdasa was there, Deputy Chief of the military. And he asked the military to be alert, to be prepared. He asked the military to take action against those who are internally and externally working against Ethiopia. Then came the third development a few hours ago. The Prime Minister of Ethiopia went to Ethiopian Air Force headquarters. And from there, he aired a message. He said, "We don't want war." What is the need of saying that? I mean, if you don't want war, why are you saying that? Something is wrong, it means. Either you think that you are being wrongly accused of preparing for war, you're clarifying, or you're lying. You're preparing for war, but you want to hide your real intentions. He said, "We don't want war. I don't want war. But if war is imposed on us, we know how to defend. We know how to defend our people, our forces. We're proud of them. We have built a modern air force, technologically advanced." Yilma was there too. Jula was there too. He said, this government is giving all the necessary support to the Air Force. The Prime Minister, by the way, takes pride in the Ethiopian Air Force. It was the Air Force which was the difference between Tigray fighters and the Ethiopian military during the recent war. The modern combat drones purchased by Ethiopia changed the battlefield balance in support of Ethiopian military during Tigray war. Yes, deadly drones were a game changer. And Ethiopia has gone a long way, by the way, in terms of enhancing its drone capabilities in the last 2 years. After the war ended, PM Abiy's government continued strengthening the Air Force. A Kinji was bought. Ethiopia already has TB2s, Winglongs, Mohajer 6, Iranian, Turkish, Chinese drones are in the service of the Ethiopian government, Ethiopian military. And now FPV drones being produced in large numbers. So, yes, the Prime Minister believes that the type of Air Force which Ethiopia has cannot be countered by any neighboring country. that this Ethiopian Air Force can destroy any country in a few hours. Their strategic facilities can be destroyed by the Ethiopian Air Force. Strategic facilities of those countries which are working against Ethiopia. Uh, I don't think what the Prime Minister is up to, but his daily messages about no war and at the same time uh, displaying Ethiopian military capabilities are indicative of the preparations of the Ethiopian government. Preparations for war. Let's hope that war is averted. That's why we make these videos. This is the time to say no to war. International community should step in, should play their role. Regional players should play their role. This is the time to stop Ethiopia and Eritrea from being involved in another new conflict. Thanks for watching.